All right. I am so bored that we're going to do a little bit of live and see if we can get anyone on the phone. Let's see if anyone pops on over. Do I even have this set up right? Let me see. We got two people hanging out. Good to see you. If you want to call in with your Bigfoot encounter live, you can go ahead and there's the link there at the bottom, bit.ly/call Bigfoot. Why not? Sleep sound. Good to see you. See you in the chat quite a bit, or actually in the comments, but good to see you live. We are doing an impromptu live show. If you want to share your Bigfoot encounter, you can call in now. bit.ly/call Bigfoot. We got 5 people here. Let me know in the chat who's here. I would love to see who is hanging out. Sleep Sound, I see you're here. Good to see you, man. Or I should say individual. I really don't know who you are, but we got 6 people. We're going for it. If you want to call in and share your Bigfoot encounter, you can call in right now. But you got to go to bit.ly/call Bigfoot to get the information on how to call in. It's kind of like a puzzle. If you're smart enough to figure out the puzzle, then you get the phone number to call in and to share your Bigfoot encounter. So it's kind of a puzzle, right? So you got to call, or you got to go bit.ly/call Bigfoot. There is a release form and you got to fill that out the right way. And if you fill it out the right way, then you get the phone number in order to call this special Squatchama-phone. And yeah, you can call in. Oh, we got someone else in the comments. We got Cobra FPV with a thumbs up. Good to see you, friend. But yeah, we are just chilling out tonight. Working on some stuff, and then I got bored. So if anyone wants to call in with a Bigfoot encounter that they have, or a Bigfoot story or anything weird, you can call on in, but you got to do the, you got to figure out the code first. It's a puzzle. bit.ly/call Bigfoot. Can I just send in my resume? Do you have a Bigfoot resume? Fine. Send it into bigfootsociety@gmail.com. Why not? But if you want to call in right now, you have to go to bit.ly/call Bigfoot. And you got to figure it out. It's a super secret, hard to figure out puzzle. But if you are that smart, you can call on in. So we got 10 people that are also bored. Oh, hey, Roni, I see you in the comments quite a bit. Good to see you in the chat. Guys, if you have any Bigfoot stories or encounters you would like to share, you can go ahead and you can go to bit.ly/call Bigfoot. There's a guest release form there. And then after you fill that out the right way, you will get the special phone call to call on in. It's pretty cool. It's a little hard to get it to work, but Everett last time, he figured it out, and he had a cool story from, I want to say, the Lisbon area of Connecticut. That was pretty cool. There was a Bigfoot encounter, UFO encounter, all that good stuff. So had a good, really interesting episode release today on Bigfoot Society, almost 3 hours long. It's the longest episode that I've ever recorded. And yeah, it was pretty wild. Bill from Southwest Oregon talking about all sorts of crazy stuff, wild stuff, how he's had Bigfoot encounters his whole life, starting from when he was, I guess, a teenager, really. Also, yeah, a really weird remains of a Bigfoot versus bear fight that got pretty wild. Let's see. Cobra says, I think Bigfoot can see the infrared on the trail cams. I thought I just got a call. I got a little bit too excited. That's all right. Guys, if you have a Bigfoot encounter, you can call in too, but you have to know the special phone number to call in. And to get that, you're going to have to go to bit.ly/call Bigfoot, pass the guest release puzzle in order to get the phone number. I know you can do it. I believe in you. But Cobra, I was at the Omaha Zoo this weekend, and there was an exhibit. It was the echidna exhibit. If you know an echidna from your Sonic the Hedgehog history, then you know what I'm talking about. But it was interesting because there was a sign. The exhibit says, I believe it said that the echidna has a sensor where it can sense electricity. So here's the thing. If there's an animal that can sense electricity, the echidna, who's to say that there can't be another animal that could sense infrared on trail cams or stuff like that? So Cobra, I absolutely agree with you right there. I think that they can sense infrared or electricity. If we know there's another animal that can do it, the echidna, why not the Sasquatch? Forrest says they absolutely can see the infrared. So then the other thing is, think about this. Think about this. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm sorry. I just thought of this comment. Cobra says there's shark chutes and hunting suits that block bioenergy. Yes, I've had people bring that up to me before. That's really interesting. Cobra, do you remember the name of those suits? They have a really interesting name, and it's been like a year since I last had a person bring that up. Forest, they see infrared as clear as humans see streetlights. That's really interesting. I mean, is that a thing where, that's just your thoughts on it, or do you have evidence to back that up? I'm just curious. If you let me know in the comments. Also, if anyone's watching and they have a Bigfoot encounter to share, you can go ahead and call on in. bit.ly/call Bigfoot. If you pass the guest release puzzle, then you will get the super secret phone number to call in. And then we can chat about your Bigfoot encounter. That would be fun. Here's something I could talk to you about. So I got a pop-up 2-person tent in the mail because I'm getting ready for my Bigfoot expedition with Tate Hieronymus coming up in late. I'm not supposed to tell when it is. Sorry. It's coming up, right? And in Iowa. So I get the tent in the mail. Super excited because it's a brand new tent. It's going to be awesome. I'm pumped. Get the tent all the way out. Start to set it up. The part called the central hub that all the poles connect to, because it's a pop-up tent, one of them is broken off because So that was a bummer. Thankfully, I have time before the actual expedition. Excuse me. So went into Teton Sports, sent them a warranty request, and I was like, hey guys, here's a picture of what happened. This is not, is there anything you can do to help out? So a day later, and there's a new tent on the way, and I don't even have to send in the other tent. So hopefully this one isn't broken as well, but good on you, Teton Sports, for making things right. Nina says Faraday suit. It makes sense to be called a Faraday suit because I know that a Faraday cage is something you can put in another object in so that it's not messed up. from electricity. Asher's, oh my goodness. Asher's, I came in just in time. Funny, funny, funny. Alrighty, I'll behave. Hope to hear some sweet Bigfoot stories. Wink. What's to say that I don't have some right now from my time in the CIA? I'll never tell, Asher's. Or maybe I will. I have no idea what that means. Cobra, is that a secret code? What happens if I type this in right now? Maybe I'm going to type this in and see what we can find. Let's see. US 72 2338 29 B2. Oh, did you mean to? It's a patent application. Okay, so if you type in patent, let's see what gets brought up. Okay. All right. Wow. This is really interesting. Devices and methods for biomaterial production. I have no idea what that means, Cobra. But thank you for bringing it up because that sounds amazing. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to take the abstract and I'm going to put it into Chat GPT. Maybe. No, I'm not going to do that. Let's see. So Sleep Sound says, Jeremiah, take a big mirror with you on the trip and see what kind of reaction you get. I'm not sure what that means. Is that meaning that Sasquatch likes to look into mirrors? Let me know. Sleep Sound, I'm very interested. Cobra says, my spelling is bad. No problem, man. I totally got what you mean. Four says, if you ever want to see Sasquatch, if it's a known area of sightings, which it is, leave a bag full of leftover mash from a brewery. Squatch go nuts for this smelly stuff. Coonbo Baker made this clear. Forrest also says, I think you need a license for that stuff forever. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm pretty sure I can't just walk into a Walmart and say, hey, do you guys have a bag full of leftover mash? But man, if you can get one, then that's pretty cool. Ken, hey, good to see you, Ken. 2 times in 1 day, double the foot. Yeah, the first time was a previously recorded. This time is actually live, but I'm pumped that you are here for both times. Yes, he will look at himself. Okay, so I need to get a big mirror. I need to get a bag of leftover mash from a brewery. I also need to get a recorder so I can play baby cries, right? Let me know in the chat if this is legit. I wussed out last time and I didn't play the cries, but this time I'm going to do it. I've never wanted to see something so badly. No turning back, club. Nikki, what do you want to see so badly? I'm guessing it's a Sasquatch. I'm right there with you. Last year, I heard some wood knocks with Tate. We got wood knocks recorded at 3:45-ish. I had my tent being unzipped at 3:45 a.m. I did not leave my tent. We also had a tree pushed over in front of us in the woods. It was pretty wild. We are going back to the same exact spot. Hopefully, we will have more action this time. We will have some different researchers with us. But yeah, it's going to be a hot time in Iowa for sure. Let's see. Nina says, good to see you. Nina says, corn soaked in beer. Okay. So explain that to me. Why do I need to have, are these corn cobs or is this corn kernels? Like, can I just open up a can of corn and put some beer in it? Let me know, Nina, exactly what we're talking about here. Four says, that's some serious Squatch activity. Yeah, see, that's the thing. And Tate said this at the end of, in the weekend. He was like, you got to realize that not everyone, most people don't have stuff like this happen, especially your first time. So I was like, oh, that's crazy. Asher says, who else is going? I don't think I'm really allowed to say. I will say that Asher's, it's probably no one that you would care about. But all will be revealed because I'm guessing that Tate is going to make another documentary on it, and I'm guessing the people will be in it. But I don't think I'm just not gonna. I don't think I'm supposed to say right now. Let's see. 6 cents and 7 cents, maybe due to Sue's. These are more heightened. I'm not quite sure what that means, Dean. If you could explain it all, that would be amazing. Let's see. Just we got 24 people listening to me ramble like a maniac about Bigfoot. We're about 17 minutes in, so thanks for hanging out. Manic says, good evening. Good to see you, Manic. Asher says, fair enough. Hey, there we go. I guess tonight we're talking about different things I can try to get Bigfoot to come in when I go out with Tate in Iowa this year on an expedition. So if you've got ideas, put them in the chat. Let's see. New Anger says, got an idea. Capture raccoons, possums, squirrels, turkeys, and put nano cams on them. Release in Squatch territory and let the fun begin. Fun for the Squatch or fun for the squirrels? I don't know. That's an interesting idea, though. That sounds like, that sounds like a very interesting idea. Okay. Dean says size. So 6 cents and 7 cents, maybe due to size. These are more high. Okay. I get it. Thank you. Ken is calling in from 10:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, Minnesota. Okay. So Nina is saying use hard corn kernels if you can't get your hands on mash, which I can't. Oh, yeah, sure. So Nikki has a good question here. If you could, would you share what you think Sasquatch are, meaning supernatural of this world? So this is the easy one for me because I know exactly what my personal feelings are. Personal feelings, and this isn't saying that this is what it is. So this is just how I feel about it, Nikki, is that I feel like we are dealing with an undiscovered great ape. So if you look into NAWAC, based out of Area X in Oklahoma, North American Wood Ape Conservancy. That word, conservancy. Jeez, it's a hard word. That's pretty much, I have the same way of thinking. So I think pretty much we've got some ape-related creature. But yeah. Lots of people have other ideas. They have, they could be an animal from another world, could be a ghost, could be alien, all sorts of weird stuff. So no right answers, no wrong answers yet. We haven't captured one. New Anger says, if you're willing, I'll donate nanocams. That's really nice of you. I'm not going to track down a possum or a chipmunk, so I'm going to decline the nanocams, but thank you. Let's see. This individual says, maybe, just maybe, most probably they're aliens. Could be. So here's the weird thing about that. So in southwest Pennsylvania, around the Chestnut Ridge area, there's a lot of sightings over the years of Bigfoot being related to UFO sightings or UFO encounters. Sometimes there's a UFO seen, and then a Bigfoot will be seen the next day. All sorts of weird stuff. If you want to go down a rabbit hole, look into Chestnut Ridge, Bigfoot, UFO type sightings, and any of Stan Gordon's books will have the information that you need in there. Yeah, that I know. That wasn't I was trying to say conservancy. It's a different word. They're both hard to, well, whatever. You get it. Ken says animals smell them coming and hide. Yeah, definitely could be. Nikki, thanks. Just curious on your take. I appreciate that. Okay, so Manic has an idea. I've always wanted someone to put a trail cam in a small Faraday cage and cover it up so that if it's true they sense the electromagnetic field, the cage will hide them. Just hide it well with some camo. Yeah, that's a cool idea. Oh, yeah. So you would need, so you put a trail cam on a tree and you put the Faraday cage around the tree, but then you put this massive Faraday cage around the tree. So then the trail cam is sticking out like a sore thumb, which then the Sasquatch sees the trail cam. So then it's like, why even put the Faraday cage on there? I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, but it feels like there's some idea there that maybe it can be done in a better way than what I just said. Okay. Oh yeah. So here we go. Ashers. And if you're not following Ashers, you need to be following Ashers. Very, very smart researcher and podcaster on Wednesdays. We Talk Weird. Great podcast. To date, most Bigfoot sightings point to terrestrial creatures, but that doesn't mean the supernatural type sightings aren't valid. Good point. Potentially the two are both accurate, but different beings. Interesting. I like that take on it. Very, very good. Thank you, Ashers. The reason I came on tonight was if you've got a Bigfoot encounter and you wanted to call in, because you never know who's watching these things, you can go to bit.ly/call Bigfoot. And if you can pass the guest release form puzzle, then you can get the phone number to call on in. That's the game that we have to play now. All right. Why not? So this idea comes up more often than not. It just keeps coming up in different places. I see it come up in YouTube comments. I get it in emails every once in a while. I'm still stuck on the idea that they're inbred clans of a different species that inhabited lands before natives. So I'm not sure. So are you thinking that that's why they have 6 toes or 4 toes? I don't know if I even want to touch this, but yeah, we'll see. If you've got thoughts on that, put them in the chat. Bad says, my ex used to bluff charge Bigfoots. They're terrified of her. Well, that's pretty incredible. Next time, she should put on a GoPro and get some amazing footage. Manic says, no, a small cage on the ground, like 1 foot by 1 foot, maybe pointing at a bait pile or something. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. Someone needs to do that. Man, gotta love this. Oh, there's some wilds. I really like these. Okay, here's another wild. It's from New Anger. Put nano tracking devices into watermelon, apples, cheeseburger, hot dog, etc. And when they swallow, chances are one will work. Can you try that? It's an interesting idea. I just don't really want to mess with it. But it kind of sounds like a legend meets science type thing that Doug Hijack would try. Yeah, it's a fun idea. Ashers, the toes make me unreasonably angry. Nothing that big is walking around at 3 toes. What? Get it together. Well, I didn't say. First off, no one said 3 toes, because if it's on 3 toes, that's what tripod Bigfoot. That's wild. 4 toes. Now we're talking, but that's kind of like most people when they bring up 4-toe Bigfoot, it's like angry tribe of killer Bigfoot from like Prince of Wales Island, Alaska, or like I think it was Mount Hood area of Pacific Northwest. Nano tracking. Maybe we'll find all their poop. So here's the thing. I've done a few episodes, and Bigfoot poop has come up like crazy. There was the one with Todd Samples where like he's talking about like this huge area with just tons of Bigfoot poop. And then there's the one with Ken Metzger where he's like, I found like a 15-inch piece of Bigfoot poop and I had it sent into different laboratories to have it DNA tested. So I don't know what's the deal with the Bigfoot poop coming. What's the deal with that Bigfoot poop? That's my Seinfeld impression. Yeah. I still can't believe we got 34 people watching me ramble. But anyways, who knows who they could be? I'm probably going to stop this. All right. Well, you all have a great night. It has been fun. And if you happen to be watching this and you have no idea what Bigfoot Society is, please make sure you subscribe. I have new episodes where I talk to Bigfoot witnesses every Monday and Friday. So you can subscribe to the Bigfoot Society podcast on any podcast platform or on YouTube. And let's see. I'm gonna end with, we'll do 2 more comments. All right. Serious question. If Bigfoot can cloak or just vanish mid-step or become an orb, if they can mind speak and do ultrasound, why are they so primal? I don't know. It's a great answer, right? It's a great question. If someone has an idea, put it in the comments. You should do that. Roni says, I think you should let them come to you like around a campfire. And that's exactly what happened last time, we think. We didn't even leave the camp, Roni. We just stayed in camp, and around the camp went crazy. Well, I mean, there were wood knocks. It wasn't like we were getting bluff charged, but it was pretty crazy. Thanks again. Easy to listen to. Many have less good voice. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying my voice. The hits keep... Okay, last one. This is the last one. Is it true that the Alaska Bigfoot are way more aggressive than in lower states? I think yes, absolutely. Look up the Prince of Wales Island episode of Bigfoot Society. It's a really cool chat about aggressive Bigfoot in Alaska. You'll enjoy it. Jeez. Staying in one spot is a great idea. Actually, if you're both moving around, you won't run into each other. Yeah, there you go. Stay there. They'll come to you because they're curious. Nice work, Ashers. And, oh my goodness, you're killing me. New anger. I saw 2 in Texas. Okay, here's what you need to do. If you've actually had a Class A sighting with a Bigfoot, I want to talk to you about it. Maybe even chat with you on the podcast. But if you could send me an email at bigfootsociety@gmail.com, and then I have about 10 questions that I want to send to you in the email as a reply. We'll go back and forth a little bit just to see if you're a good fit for the podcast. It goes through some stuff, makes me, see if you're legit, all that good stuff. But send me an email, please, New Anger, bigfootsociety@gmail.com. And devil monkeys. Devil monkeys. Devil monkeys. monkeys, huh? What are you know what? This is terrible. Let me look into Asher's. I don't know much about devil monkeys, actually. Let's find out together. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Louisiana. 70s. Okay. I should look into this. Wow. Okay, so 1970s, Lauren Coleman convinced that the devil monkeys were very real, a very different creature from Bigfoot. What devil monkeys are said to have horrible screaming sounds, wild behavior, attacking people on sight, causing widespread panic. This is incredible. Glowing red eyes, abnormal size, incredible strength, speed, ghostly traits, a vicious wild man. Wow. Ashers, you just opened my eyes. I didn't know about the devil monkeys. Pretty crazy stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to get to sleep tonight. Just kidding. I will. Yeah. Over a half an hour. This was fun. Why not? Maybe I'll do it again. Fun chatting with you guys in the chat. You guys have some good questions. But make sure you have subscribed. If you have a Class A encounter, send me an email, bigfootsociety@gmail.com, and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of these. I'll see you next time.